Hello everyone, in this video we will learn to write the polyfills of at method available inside the array. So first we will look over the actual documentation what at method actually does. So here we can see it says the at method of the array instance take an integer value and returns the item at that particular index. It accepts both positive and negative integer. Negative will traverse the array from the back direction. So here we can see the data with the index 2 will return the value as an 8, which is at the second index. Similarly, for the negative value, the data will return 130, which is at the second last index. Similarly, we have to implement our own my at function which should behave similarly as at of array function. Let's see with the example. We have the constant array which is having a two data set 42 and 70. Now we will try to access the data set at index 0. So let's access array.at 0. It will return 42 at index 0. Similarly, for the index 1 it will return 70. Similarly, for the index which is out of range it will return undefined, and it will behave same for the negative index but from the right direction of an array. Now what we will do is we will assign the existing implementation of the add function of an array into our newly required myadd function of array using equal operator. But this is kind of one line of a cheat code. We are not actually implementing the logic, we are actually assigning the existing functionality to the new variable. Let's see by writing the console log whether it is working or not. So in the console log we are accessing the 0 index of an array and it gets 42. It's working fine, but this kind of solution is not acceptable in the interview. We have to write our own logic to do the same behavior. Now let's start writing our own logic to implement myadd function in array. We create myadd into array using prototype and assign a new function which only accepts the index as a number. So here first we will check whether the index parameter is out of range or not compared to the given array. Therefore we will compare the index with the length of the array. So first we will take out the length of the array using this keyword. This denotes to the array which we declared, and now we can check whether the length of the array is within the range or not. If not, then we will return an undefined, and our program will get terminated at this point. Now moving ahead to positive scenario, if the index is within the range, we will return the index of an array. But accessing the index directly is not a right approach. Therefore we will do the mathematical calculation, such as adding the length to the index and again calculating the remainder, which will again give the index within the length of the array. Now let's do the dry run of this code by accessing all the index by using our own implementation myadd of an array. So first we will try to access using index 0, and similarly we will try to access for all the other index such as we will change it to 1, and the next one we will change it to 2, and the last one we will change it for the negative indexes. Similarly we will try to access for the negative 2, and once we save it we get the output as a value at particular index which we are trying to access.